What was your country of origin?
The Netherlands,
Okay. What was your year of immigration?
1956,
How old were you when you came to America?
12.
Okay. What made you leave your country of origin?
My parents left. I had to go with them because I was a minor.
What were some of the push-pull factors that caused, that made your parents come to America?
During the war, my dad was freed by the Americans and had a great love for the Americans. And he wanted to be in a place where he could do what he wanted to do rather than be controlled by the government.
Do you think there is more opportunity in America than your country of origin, or did your parents think that?
That was definitely true. You had more freedom to grow in the United States. You still do today.
Were their expectations met when they got here?
I think so. Yeah, they were very lucky, I think, or they worked hard to get what they wanted, and they met their goals, I would think.
When you came to America, where did you go and why?
We moved to Grand Rapids, and the reason why was because that's a Dutch community. A lot of Hollanders, Dutch people are there. So the United States government suggested we go there because it would be an easy way to become acclimated to the U.S.
How would you describe your journey to America?
Our journey?
Mm-hmm.
You mean like how we came over?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We came over on the boat, and that was a small boat. It was used during the war to move troops around. So it was not a luxury liner of what we think of today. Our family did have a cabin. There were 5 of us, my parents and 2 sisters and I. And so the ride over from Holland on the boat was not a pleasant one because it was the end of October and it was very windy. The ocean was very rough, and took us about 10 days to get to New York. Out of the 10 days, I was probably sick 3 or 4 because of the way the boat would bounce up and down. But it was pretty amazing to do that because the boat is bigger than your normal 20-foot runabout, but you could, when you were in the valley of the waves, you could see nothing but the water right in front of you, and that was I still remember it pretty well, and that's pretty amazing.
Did you have any struggles upon arrival?
Yeah, when we came here, we just had some of our furniture from back home that arrived a week after we got here. Some people had rented an apartment for us. They provided some food, but my dad didn't work for the first 5 or 6 months, so we were living on a very minimal budget.
Do you think America is accepting of immigrants in general?
I think the United States was born because of people immigrating to this country legally. And I think it's still a great country for immigrants to come. I think immigrants that come into this country legally are truly hardworking people that want to get ahead.
What traditions did you bring with you from immigrants?
Well, the Dutch are conservative. The majority of them are. So I'm very conservative. And then from a food standpoint, I love Dutch cheese and I love the sprinkles. I like the certain Dutch sandwiches that we make. I think my sister makes the Dutch apple pies and the Dutch pies. There's nothing like them. Those are really good ones.
Were these traditions embraced or rejected in America?
Say it again.
Were these traditions embraced or rejected?
No. I think most people like to eat and provide them good food. That was easy to. So if you look at other traditions that may have been rejected. You know, I brought my bicycle over from Holland. And now this is 50-some years ago, yeah, almost 60. Oh, it was 60 years ago, my gosh. Almost 60 years. So my bike just wasn't used very much in the area where we lived because it was up and down hills. And I really, in Amsterdam, or the Netherlands really in general is pretty flat, so riding a bike is very popular. But I enjoyed riding my bike, but after a while, since I was the only one out on the bike most of the time, for long distance riding it up around the house, that was something else. But I really wanted to do large trips. And now that's become more popular today.
Yeah.
So,
Were you able to find groups of people or organizations that helped you like assimilate into our culture?
yeah, you know, that's interesting. Yeah, first of all, the Dutch, there's a large Dutch community, and those people is what I call Yankee Dutch. They've been here quite a while, and so they kind of help you acclimate to this country, to the area. And then there were classes that you could take about U.S. government, and we did that, as well as English.
So like there was language barriers you had to learn?
When I was 12, so I was like in the 6th grade when I came over, going into the 7th. But I had English, so I knew a little bit English, but that was just a little bit, you know. But my sister spoke fluent English, and she got us around most of the time. But it didn't take very long for all, especially younger kids, myself and my younger sister, to catch on to the English language.
Did you face any discrimination because of your nationality?
I never felt that way. If it was intended to discriminate me, I'm so ignorant of that I look right by it.
Did your parents escape whatever they were trying to get away from when they came to America?
I don't necessarily feel that they were trying to escape from anything.
Or did they achieve what they wanted to achieve?
Yeah, they achieved, but you know, they wanted a better life for their kids, and they accomplished it, and for themselves, and they accomplished that.
Did your siblings have the same experience as you, or was it easier or harder for them?
I think it was hardest on my oldest sister. I think my younger sister and we probably had a quite easy transition because we were younger, and I think the older you become, the harder it is to make that transition because of your background.
Do you have dual citizenship, or did you have to give up citizenship?
When I became a U.S. citizen, became a U.S. citizen, I had to give up my Dutch citizenship.
How much family is still in your country of origin?
I still have a fair number of cousins there. I'm fairly close with at least 2 of them.
Do you ever plan to visit or go back, or have you gone back?
Yeah, we used to go back about every other year. Well, I used to actually go back when I was working. Every year I would see them. But it's not like I saw them last summer, and I saw them last summer was 2013, so the last time before that was 2009, the time before that was 2006. So
That was my last question. So.
Is that all?
Yep.